Hello. So, it has been 17 years almost to the day since Mario 64 was released, and we made the move from 2D video games to 3D video games. Shigeru Miyamoto died recently, a sad loss to the video gaming industry. And I recently watched an interview with John Hare, the Sensible Software guy, Sensible Soccer, Megalomania, Cannon Fodder, a lot of great 2D games. And he was lamenting the fact that the move to 3D lost us a lot of really great bedroom programmers that had grown up with home computers and the ability to produce really weird games that would never get developed by software companies, but people in their bedrooms fiddling around with computers and learning how to code and not being great mathematicians, understanding how to code in 3D, but understanding how to move a little sprite character around a screen could write a game. And I've done that, and my friends have done that. And I suppose my question would be, have we gained much from the move to 3D? I mean, obviously we've just had the release of Grand Theft Auto 5, and it is a sumptuous video game, and it is fantastic, it is detailed, it is wonderful. But how much of a better gaming experience is it than Super Mario World? Shigeru Miyamoto gently introduced everybody who played that game to video games. You were introduced to jump, and then you were introduced to jumping over an environment where you couldn't possibly die. And then he would introduce you to moving objects, so you could learn how to jump onto those, and then they'd get a little bit more complex, and then suddenly he'd pull away the safety net, and you'd have to learn to do it without a safety net. But he'd build your confidence, he'd very gently coax you forward. I don't necessarily think games do that anymore. I don't think games are very friendly or receptive to new gamers. There's so many buttons, so much complexity. I recently watched Conan O'Brien play Grand Theft Auto 5, and considering we're pretty much the same age, in fact I'd say he's younger than me, he was acting like a fool. He didn't know what to do or how to play the game or how to, he acted like I would expect my girlfriend in 1984 to act. But it does beg the question, is it too complicated? And have we gained much? Has the enjoyment gone in the complexity? I play Call of Duty. I've played Call of Duty, I would say, every Sunday for the last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, however long it's been out. I hate the game. I hate the people who spend every day on it, and I have to play against them, and they kill me incessantly. I can often spawn and be dead within seconds, and it drives me mad, and I don't want to do that. I've played multiplayer gaming experiences. I recently watched, there's a video online of the developer of GoldenEye talking about its development. It's an hour long, but for somebody who's programmed video games, it's extremely entertaining. And the multiplayer was added in at the last minute, and yet the multiplayer on that game was absolutely fantastic, with a very small number of polygons, but just great gameplay. And one has to wonder if we've lost that. Playing 4-player, I also have been watching a lot. I've had an operation recently, and I've been at home for a week, so I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and I watched a lot of videos about Nolan Bushnell, the guy who started Atari. And Atari used to, as a child I remember going into video game arcades, and Atari used to have these driving games, Sprint and Indy 800, where you would have 2 or 4 or 8, if I remember rightly. I remember there being an 8 one. I think Indy 800 was 8 steering wheels around a single screen, and you could literally walk up and just drop a coin in and you would be in on the next game. And it was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to play, and that's gone. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel that unless you can get a friend round and play one-on-one, or play one-on-one online, of which there aren't many games to do that, have we lost multiplayer fun gaming? Feedback.